front of the sports page today, a story from Mike Chambers in the aftermath of Justin Wilson's death. Justin Wilson, the IndyCar driver from Longmont, who died after sustaining a severe head injury during a training run in Pennsylvania a couple days ago, reviving questions about whether IndyCar drivers should be protected and whether their heads should be protected when they're out there. Because NASCAR, you know, you're in this cockpit and you're strapped in and you've got all this stuff. These guys, they've got, as you can see here, you've got no fenders, you've just got tires, and you're completely exposed. Now, drivers,
and the car is built to come apart if you're in a crash.
Right. And some drivers, a handful of drivers actually do wear these things called, or not wear, but put on these things called canopies. And my question is, should IndyCar, after something like this, mandate the use of canopies to help protect drivers' heads, or does that take away some of the appeal of the sport?
I've been to Indianapolis 500. They have a museum that's right there on the grounds. I have toured it a bunch of times because I find it fascinating. They have cars going back to the original time that they were starting to race at Indianapolis. It's called open car racing for a reason. That's the tradition, that's the history of, as opposed to other kind of car racing. But when they started it, they were going 30 miles an hour around the track. It's reached a point where I think you, having flown an F-16, you put a canopy over it.
200 miles an hour plus. Debris flying all over the place when there are crashes. Your head is exposed. I mean, does it not make sense to have some protection? I don't get it. I have always felt, Dan, that this
open car racing.
I get it. I know the need for speed, and we want challenges, and we want to see.
Well, and one of the arguments is that they
to
can't
me, it's
get
a death wish.
Right.
It's just a death wish to me.
One of the arguments is they can't get out of the car maybe quickly enough if they are trapped because of a fire, but it's right.
Like a canopy on an airplane, you can blow it.
Right.
Just fly, you hit a button and it flies off.
This to me seems.
I can't say this in a PC world, but I will. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's part of the appeal, and that's why people pay the big money, and it's part of the adrenaline rush for the driver, too. Don't put a canopy on it.
Really?
No, don't.
Okay. Well,